Ops 30.0.2 profile untitled scenes untitled window controls window stop recording checkbox checked.
Hey everyone, back here with another video, and this time I'm on my computer for a tech tutorial. In this tech tutorial, we will be going over a program, the program that I use to monitor my hardware, especially my CPU temps. But you can also monitor a bunch of other stuff in here too. And it's called HWiNFO, or HWiNFO for short. HWiNFO64. So, I will put a download link in the description so you guys can go and download it after you watch the video, if you guys want. Yeah. So, yes, HWiNFO. Before we actually slow down my speech so some of you that are watching this video can actually understand it. I mean, some blind folks can't understand it fast, but I'll slow it down just in case.
NVDA menu. Preferences full submenu T. Preferences submenu T. Settings S. NVDA settings. Speech property page. Voice combo box variant. Combo box read left alt plus A. Rates. Check box not check alt plus T. Rates like 64. 51. 50. 48. 46. 45. Variant. Voice. Synth. Edit red category. Apply cancel. OK button. Ops 30.0.
Alright, that should be enough. So, yeah. So before I do open it up, when you download it, you of course go to the HWiNFO site, but you can either download the installer or the zip. I have the installer right now, but you can download either one. When you go to download it, it'll say there will be like 4 options for download. There will be like the fast one, which will take you to SourceForge.net to download it. There will be a local one, if you want to download it that way. And then there will be 2 other ones, but I'm forgetting what the other options are at the moment. But there are 4 ways, or 4 server options if you want to download it different ways for the same thing. And then for the zip, that's the same thing. And then you also have HWiNFO for DOS, or HWiNFO 32, which is 32-bit. And then you also have HWiNFO64 Pro, which that's for like commercial use. So you like buy a license, and you can pay for that. But the version of HWiNFO64 I'm showing you is the free version of HWiNFO. Because it's not like I'm not using it to like do a bunch of other stuff. I pretty much just use it to monitor my temps, or if I decide to run Prime 95. Which I'll show you what that is later in another video. But anyway, let's open up HWiNFO.
Start window. Search window. HWiNFO64 app. Press secure desktop.
It's gonna want you to
user account control. Show more.
Administrative privileges.
Yes button all.
HWiNFO64 dialog. HWiNFO64 v7.68-5300 copyright 1999-2023 Martin Malik. RayleighXS.R.O. https://www.winfo.com non-commercial use only. Check license terms and upgrade options. Start button.
So yeah, on this initial screen, it gives you the version, the publisher, when HWiNFO first became a thing, and what year it is now, or what year your version you're using is now. And then it gives you the HWiNFO website, and then it says at the bottom, non-commercial use only. So on this screen you could do a few things.
Settings button.
You can go into settings.
Start button.
You can start.
Summary only checkbox not checked.
You can run it with the summary only, which what that does is we'll just run it only with the summary of your hardware.
Sensors only checkbox not checked.
Sensors only will run it with all the hardware sensors and all the temps and everything else. So it'll give you all that sensor info, but it won't run the summary part.
Settings button.
Let's go into settings right quick.
HWiNFO64 settings dialog language. OK button. Cancel button. Tab control. General/user interface tab selected. General/user interface property page language. Show system summary on startup checkbox checked.
You can show the system summary on startup, which I already explained.
Show sensors on startup checkbox not checked.
You can show sensors on startup, which I don't have that checked unless you check the box where it says run sensors only. But if you don't check the box that just says sensors only and you run it even with both summary, it will run the sensors on startup no matter what.
Minimize main window on startup checkbox not checked.
You can minimize the main window on startup, which I don't understand doing that. I mean, I guess unless you want to just, I don't know, minimize the main window for some reason. Or if you need to log stuff for a long period of time, I guess, or you're going to be away from your computer.
Minimize sensors on startup checkbox not checked.
You can minimize the sensors, which that's just the sensors window.
Minimize sensors instead of closing checkbox not checked.
Minimize sensors instead of closing, so that's if you exit out of the sensors window, it will just minimize it. I guess that could be useful. You know what? Or no, I won't turn that on because I probably have to always go into Task Manager, then close out of it in the task. So yes, I'm not going to turn it.
Show welcome screen in progress checkbox checked.
Show welcome screen in progress. I'll just keep that on because sometimes I may want to just run it with the sensors. I have done that before.
Wake disabled GPS checkbox checked.
Wake disabled GPUs. I don't know what that does.
Wake disabled GPS extended checkbox not checked.
Extended. Wake disabled GPUs.
Full sleeping GPS checkbox not checked.
Full sleeping GPUs.
Reorder GPS checkbox checked.
You can reorder GPUs.
Prefer AMD ADL checkbox not checked.
Prefer AMD DL.
Reorder prefer AMD ADL checkbox not checked.
Or prefer
AMD ADL checkbox not checked.
Prefer AM ADL.
Remember preferences checkbox checked.
And then remember preferences.
Shared memory support 12-hour limit checkbox not checked.
Shared memory support 12-hour limit. I'm not sure what this exactly does, but it sounds like I guess it could be useful. It has something to do with memory or something.
Auto start checkbox not checked.
You can have it auto start, so that's kind of self-explanatory. So every time you boot up your system, it will automatically start HWiNFO.
Automatic update checkbox checked.
Automatic update. So the way that this works is it's not truly an automatic update because you'll see here in a moment once I click start, it will do its thing and then it'll tell you do you want to update to a new version, which I actually tried doing before I started to make this video, but I was trying to install it and then it kept saying that it was trying to replace the HWiNFO64.exe file, and it somehow couldn't replace it for some reason. So it's like I could either abort the installation or try again, and every time I tried again, it would just give me the same error for some reason. And then I just decided to abort it, I guess. So I was trying to update to a new version, and then, yeah, it didn't really work. So I'll try to fix that issue later. Anyway, what was I
Auto start check, automatic update checkbox checked.
Automatic update. So yeah, that truly doesn't work because it's not really an automatic update. It doesn't really update like through the app. You still have to go through the manual process. Once you click that you want to update to the new version, you still have to go through the process of downloading it and reinstalling it.
Snapshot CPU polling checkbox not checked.
Snapshot CPU polling, you check that.
Flush buffers on start checkbox checked.
Flush buffers on start. So
Default black radio button checked.
that's like your color theme.
Validate window positions checkbox checked.
Validate window positions. I don't know what that does.
Theme combo box none collapsed.
And then you can change your theme, which I don't really care.
Reset preferences button.
And then you can reset your preferences back to
Backup user settings button.
default. And then you can back up your user settings. I've never experimented with backing up my user settings, but I guess I could do it if I had like multiple computers.
Check for updates button.
And then you can check for updates.
Color mode combo box English collapsed.
Color mode.
Present mod support checkbox checked. Color mode combo box English collapsed.
What is
La language and a dialog will redeemer HWiNFO4 app leader touts.
the heck?
Ops 30.0.2. HWiNFO64 column La language and a dialog will redeemer HWiNFO4 app leader touts less modifications. OK button. HWiNFO64 settings dialog. General / user interface property page language. Color mode combo box French / Francais collapsed. Language change dialog. Please restart HWiNFO to apply all changes. OK button. HWiNFO64 settings dialog. General / user interface property page language. Color mode combo box English collapsed.
Language. Yeah, that's just language. I don't know why it said color mode. I don't know what that even means.
Present mod support checkbox checked.
Present. When support.
OK button. Cancel tab control. General / user safety tab selected.
And then there's another tab. These are actually in the program too. But I'm just going through them now.
Safety property page. Safe mode radio button checked.
Safe mode. So here's the different modes. So safe mode.
Low level IO access radio button checked.
Low level IO access, that gives it like complete access to the system. You're still going to need admin privileges anyways, but I guess this gives it like extra low level.
Disable drive scan radio button checked.
And then you can disable the drive scan.
CSMISAS support checkbox checked. Disable drive scan radio button checked. CSMISAS support checkbox checked.
CMSIMIS support.
S.M.A.R.T support checkbox checked.
Smart support.
CSMS.M.A.R.T support checkbox checked. Auto statistics support checkbox checked.
UA statistics support.
Bus clock base checkbox checked.
Bus clock base. Half of these settings I don't really know what exactly they do.
Periodic polling checkbox checked.
Periodic polling.
Use HPET checkbox checked.
Use HPT.
Periodic use HPET checkbox checked. Low level PCI access checkbox not checked.
Low level PCI access. So that's like you can give it low level.
TPM checkbox checked.
The TPM.
EC support checkbox checked.
EC support.
Evaluate active methods checkbox not checked. Enable PCH thermal device checkbox not checked.
Enable PCH thermal device. I don't know. That has to do something with fans or thermals.
Safe scan of potentially problematic PCI devices checkbox not checked.
Safe scan of potentially problematic PCIS devices. So this could, I guess, if you wanted to, potentially scan like a device that's plugged into a PCI Express slot, then you can turn this on and see if it's causing you any issues that you need to troubleshoot, I guess.
Enable NVML checkbox checked.
Enable NVML, I don't know what that is.
Corsair Lincoln Asset Tech support checkbox checked.
Corsair Link.
Enable Corsair Lincoln Asset Tech support.
Corsair Lincoln Asset Tech support. So that's just something, I guess, that has to do with Corsair and Asset Tech parts.
One API support checkbox checked. Corsair One API support checkbox checked.
One API.
SWSMI checkbox checked.
SWSMI.
Audio codec checkbox checked.
Audio codec. I don't know what exactly happens if you don't check this box.
ACP-AML enumeration checkbox not checked.
ACP-AML.
Audio ACP-AML enumeration checkbox not checked. Intel ME support checkbox checked.
Intel ME support.
Intel SFIT support checkbox checked.
So this is all the Intel support. You want all this checked because, if you're using an Intel too, because I don't know exactly, but I think these might have to do something with some of the stats.
Debug mode checkbox not checked.
Debug mode. So I think you could put. I've never tried this mode out, but you could, I guess, put it in debug mode and it'll and then it will do some stuff, and then you could debug things.
Debug right direct checkbox checked.
Debug right direct.
Debug right direct checkbox checked. OK button.
And then, yeah, that's in the safety tab.
Cancel tab control. Safety tab selected. SM bus slash I2C tab selected.
Some bus.
SM bus slash I2C tab selected. SM bus slash I2C tab selected.
And then there's this tab.
SM bus slash I2C property page X00, X1, X2, X3, X4, X5, X6, X7, X1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, X1, X2, X3, X GPU I2C support checkbox checked. SM bus support checkbox checked.
SM bus support.
GPU I2C support checkbox checked.
A GPU I.
GPU I2C via NV API checkbox checked. GPU I2C via ADL checkbox not checked.
So these have a lot of these have to do with graphics, I think.
GPU I2C caching checkbox checked. Reset GPU I2C cache button. Force GPU I2C support checkbox not checked. Checkbox checked. Checkbox checked.
And then all the other checkboxes, for some reason it doesn't read.
Checkbox check checkbox check checkbox not checked. Checkbox not checked. Checkbox not checked. Checkbox not checkbox not checked. Checkbox not checkbox not checkbox not checked. Checkbox not checkbox not checked. 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 Checkbox not checkbox not checked. Checkbox not.
Alright.
Checkbox not checked. Checkbox not checkbox not checked. Checkbox not checked. Checkbox not checked.
How do I get
Checkbox not checked. HWiNFO64 dialog. HWiNFO6 sensors only. Checkbox not checked. Settings button.
Alright, I'll just go back into settings.
HWiNFO6 cancel button. Tab control. General slash safety tab. SM bus driver management tab selected.
And then there's a tab for driver management.
Driver management property page current status not installed. Persistent driver checkbox not checked.
Persistent driver
Current status edit read only selected not installed.
not installed, so I guess you could
Install button.
install this persistent driver.
Remove button.
Remove.
OK button. Cancel button.
So you can like manage drivers in here and install like certain stuff.
Tab control. Driver management. License management tab selected.
License management.
License management property page license status. No license. License to. License type. Non-commercial use only. Maintenance expiry. License file location. Copy slash paste the full and unmodified license string content below or select the license file. Browse button. License status. Edit read only selected. No license.
So this is where you can manage all your license, like if you want to like.
Edit read only selected. License type. Edit read only selected. Non-commercial use only. Maintenance expiry. Edit read only selected. License file location. Edit read only selected.
You can change the location of your license.
Edit read only
file.
selected. Edit blank. OK button. Cancel tab control. License management tab selected.
So yeah, that's for your license.
Driver management license.
And yeah, that's all the
Cancel
settings.
but OK button. HWiNFO64 dialog. HWiNFO64 V7.68-5300 cop sensors only checkbox not checked.
Now
Summary only checkbox not checked.
we're gonna start.
Start button. Analyzing dialog. Examining system configuration. Examining system configuration. HWiNFO64 update dialog. A new version of HWiNFO64 is available. An update is recommended.
Alright, I already tried installing this update and it didn't work. Well, so I
Close button.
download the file.
Do not check for updates anymore. Checkbox not checked.
You can, of course, check if you don't want updates anymore, which I don't recommend checking that.
What's new button.
You can go to what's
Do not
new.
notify about data versions. Checkbox not checked.
You can notify about beta versions. If you don't want to know about beta versions, but only like official versions, you can check this box. But I'll just keep it unchecked because I like to know about beta versions.
Go to download site button.
You can go to the download site like by itself, I guess.
Close button. Do not check for updates. What's new button. Do not notify about data. Go to downloads. Close button.
Oh yeah, well that actually that's for the update itself. Anyway, let's close.
HWiNFO64 V7.68-5300. Preview level 0 desktop MFN6TJ8 expanded 1-1. Memory module type help balloon.
So now I'm in the summary page. So here it says the name of the PC.
Level 1 central processor S collapse 1 of 11.
And here it gives you a summary of what the hardware is. So I'm going to go through this right quick. So central processing unit, CPU.
Expanded 1 items. Level 2 Intel Pentium 4405 U101.
It's an Intel Pentium.
Level 1 central processor. Level 2 Intel Pentium 4000. Level 1 motherboard collapse 2 of 11.
So yeah, this summary is basically if you were to type in like on your computer built into Windows, if you were to type in system info. and go through and look in there. It's basically what that is.
Expanded. Free items. Level 2 active devices collapse 1 of 3.
And here, it's just more organized, I guess, than it is in System Info. But it's still a little bit quicker if you go into System Info.
Expanded. 7th level 3 legacy device 1 of 17. Intel R serial IO GPIO host controller in 344 B2 of 17 level 3.
So now it says all the devices.
Motherboard resources 3 of 17 level 3. Standard PS/2 keyboard 4 of 17 level 3.
Connected to the motherboard.
Trusted platform module 2.05 of 17 level 3.
It has a trusted. That's what TPM stands for. If you didn't already know, Trusted Platform Module 2.0.
I2C device 6 of 17 level 3. Programmable interrupt controller 7 of 17 level 3.
Programmable.
System timer 8 of 17 level 3. High precision event timer 9 of PCI Express root complex 10 of 17 level 3.
PCI Express.
System CMOS/real time clock 11 of 17. Motherboard resources 12 of 17. Motherboard resources 13 of 7. Motherboard resources 14 of. Microsoft ACTI compliant embedded controller 15 of 17 level 3. Synaptics pointing device 16 of 17. I2C device 17 of 17. Level 2 ACTI devices expanded 1 of 3.
I don't know what that means when it says motherboard resources and it just says that for some reason. It does. Maybe it just doesn't know the name of the device, but there is something connected.
Level 3 legacy device 1 of 17. Level 2 ACTI device. Level 3 legacy. Level 2 ACTI devices. Motherboard resource. Trusted Intel left bus collapsed 4 of video adapter collapsed 5 of bus memory collapsed 3 of 11 level 1.
And here's your memory.
Expanded 1 items. Level 2 row 0 bank 0 slash channel 8 0 dash HGBPC 4 dash 17000 DDR4 SDRAM Romaxle technology RMSA 3230 KB 78 HAF 2133 1 1.
So it says the amount of RAM that's in the computer, which is 8 gigs. It says DDR4. This is Romaxle technology. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Which is the people that made the RAM, plus some other stuff.
Level 1 bus collapsed 4 of 11. Expanded 1 items.
Bus.
Level 2 PCI bus number 0 collapsed 1 of 1.
PCI
Level 1
bus.
video adapter collapsed 5 of 11. Expanded 1 items. Level 2 Intel HD graphics 510 1 of 1. Level 1 monitor collapsed 6 of 11. Expanded 1. Level 2 Bow unknown model. Bow 065E 1 of 1.
Bow.
Level 1 drives collapsed 7 of 11. Expanded 1 items. Level 2 S right parenthesis ATA slash Atapi drives collapsed 1 of 1. Level 1 audio collapsed 8 of 11.
Just Hitachi drives.
Expanded 1 items.
I mean, a Hitachi hard drive. In this computer, I have an HDD. Think about it, but which this computer is actually pretty fast for it being totally HDD based. But it does still take. Well, actually, it doesn't take a little bit to boot up itself, but to like load all the stuff after it boots, it takes a little bit longer than an SSD based system. But the booting itself, like it takes like 6 seconds, or not six, like I would say like 6 to 10 seconds for it to just boot into Windows. Anyway, what was I got sidetracked there, but
Collapsed. Network collapsed 9 of 11 level. Audio collapsed 8 of 11 level 1. Level 2 S right parenthesis ATA slash Atapi drives collapsed 1. Level 1 audio collapsed 8 of 11.
audio.
Expanded 1 items. Level 2 Intel Skylake U slash YPCH high definition audio controller C1 1 of 1.
I guess that's an audio controller, but the mic and the speakers is a Realtek. But it doesn't say Realtek.
Level 1 network collapsed 9 of 11. Expanded 2 items. Level 2 Realtek semiconductor RTL 8168/8111 PCIe gigabit Ethernet NIC 1 of 2.
That's your network. And that's your Ethernet.
Intel dual band wireless AC8260 AC2X2 HMC Wi-Fi adapter 2 of 2 level 2.
And then that's Wi-Fi adapter.
Intel dual band wireless AC8260 AC2X2 HMC Wi-Fi adapter 2 of 2 level 2.
And it's dual band. So what dual band means is so you have 2 bands of Wi-Fi that stuff can use. You have 2.4 gigahertz and you have 5 gigahertz. So 2.4 gigahertz is the band that people would use before, and it's slow. It's a little slower than 5 gigahertz band. Now a lot of devices, they support both bands, 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz. But a lot of newer devices support that. I'm not sure exactly which Wi-Fi this adapter is. I would assume it's probably Wi-Fi 4 Wi-Fi. Might be Wi-Fi 4 or 5 because it had this. It's used to this specific computer that I've used as my main computer now. It used to be my mom's old computer. It's like a 2016 computer. So it might be a Wi-Fi 4 adapter. Or maybe Wi-Fi 5. But now they just most recently come out with Wi-Fi 7. Anyway, I keep getting sidetracked in all these tangents.
Level 1 ports collapsed 10 of 11.
Ports.
Expanded 2 items. Level 2 serial ports collapsed 1 of 2.
Your serial ports.
Expanded 2 items. Level 3 COM 3 1 of 2. COM 4 2 of 2 level 3. Level 2 USB collapsed 2 of 2.
Because your USB ports.
Expanded 1 items. Level 3 Intel R USB 3.0 Extensible Host Controller -1.0 Microsoft collapsed 1 of 1.
USB 3.0.
Level 1 smart battery collapsed 11 of 11.
Here's your battery.
Expanded 1 items.
Last.
Level 2 battery number 0 1 of 1. Level 1 smart level 1 smart battery expanded 11 of 11.
Battery number 0, which I don't know, that's really weird. Anyway, let's get to the sensors, but before that,
program submenu Alt plus P.
Let's go through the menus. And by doing that, of course, you press Alt.
Program menu system summary yes.
System summary, which I already
Settings T.
did. Settings, I already went through that.
Search CTRLSR.
You can search. What is this?
Search dialog. Enter search phrase. Edit blank.
I guess you can search for something in the program.
OK button. Case sensitive checkbox not checked.
Case
Edit blank.
sensitive.
OK button. Case sensitive checkbox not checked. Edit OK button. HWiNFO64 program submenu alt system settings T.
I didn't know that you could do that. That's something.
Search exit X.
Of course, edit.
System summary yes.
Yeah.
Procreate C.
Alright. What is this?
Report submenu alt plus R. Program submenu alt report submenu alt plus R.
Report. You can
Create C.
create a report, so that's like for, like hardware monitoring stuff. What happens if you create a report?
Create logful dialog. Create logful property page. HTML radio button checked.
So you can create a HTML.
MHTML radio button checked. Summary for clipboard radio button checked.
Summary for clipboard, MHTML, HTML.
ANSI radio button checked.
And ANSI
UTF-8 radio button checked.
UTF-8.
ANSI summary for HTML XML radio button checked. Comma delimited file. CSV radio button checked.
Comma delimited file.
Text lockful radio button checked.
Text lockful.
Comma delimited text lockful radio button checked. Comma text lockful radio button checked. Comma XML radio button checked.
Unless it's trying to say .txt file. But if that's not the case, why wouldn't you be able to create a report in just a standard .txt file?
Cancel button. Next greater button. Create logful property page. Browse. Next greater button. Cancel button.
Anyway, I don't want to create
HWiNFO64 V7 point.
Anyway, I don't want to create a report
Program
right
submenu
now.
alt plus P. Report submenu alt plus R.
That's your report submenu.
Monitoring submenu alt plus M.
Here's your monitoring submenu.
Sensor status E.
That's your sensor status, which we'll go to in a minute.
Memory timings M.
Memory timings?
Sensor status E. Memory timings M.
What happens if you go in memory timings?
HWiNFO64 V7.68-5300. Memory timings dialog 15 TCL 15 TRCD 15 TRP 36 TROS 51 TRC 374 TRFC 1 CR. Combo box from Axle Technology RMSA 3230 KB 78 HAF 2133 collapsed. Combo box MC number 0. Combo box from Axle Technology. Combo box MC number 0. CH number 0 collapsed. Combo box from Axle Technology RMSA 3230 KB 78. Combo box MC number 0. Combo box from Axle Technology RMSA 3000. Combo box MC number 0. CH number 0 collapsed.
That shows your memory timings. I don't really use it all that much because I usually use this program to monitor temps.
HWiNFO64 V7.68-50. Program submenu alt plus P.
So I just hit escape out of
Report
that.
monitoring submenu alt plus help submenu alt plus H. Monitoring sensor status E. Memory timing sensor status E. Online help forum H.
And then help. Is I think the last thing in this menu.
About HWiNFO A.
About hardware info.
Online help forum H.
About HWiNFO. The online help forum you can go to. You can ask questions. You can, get answers to questions. There's a community there.
About HWiNFO A.
About the program.
Online help forum H.
And yeah.
Restore unavailable R.
And then of course,
System submenu space. HWiNFO64 V7. Program submenu alt plus P.
Alright. So, actually, I think this is the last thing I have to show you.
Report submenu alt. Monitoring submenu alt plus M.
Sensor status.
Sensor status E. HWiNFO64 V7.68-5300. Sensor status dialog 0 o'clock 00. Save and close button. Config button.
So before we actually get to the actual stats, I want to tell you what the buttons do.
Save and close list. Save and close button.
So you can save and close the window.
Config button.
You can config. So here's some settings in here.
Cancel button. Tab control. General tab selected. General property page check online for HWiNFO add-ins and extensions. MS hotkey samples 0 equals all runtime until user reset. Default average last global. Diskets.m.a.r.t. Every cycle state / time format. Edit selected 2000.
So you can check some. This is the general settings. You could check for some hardware info.
Set button. Edit selected to tab control. General tab. Set button.
You can set the
log all values for report. Consumes memory. Checkbox not checked.
A lot of these settings in this general tab have to do with logging and the way stats show up.
Minimum check. Log all values for report. Consumes memory. Checkbox not checked. Minimum check. Log all values for report. Consumes memory. Checkbox not checked.
You can log all your values for your report. So, if you're creating a report of what you wanted to log, you can check that, I guess.
Minimum checkbox checked.
Minimum. So what minimum, current, average, and maximum do is minimum. Minimum is the minimum value of all the values that were logged when you started the program. So, for example, let's say you were monitoring your CPU temps, and the minimum when you started the program was 40 degrees Celsius. And then let's say the maximum it's gotten to up to that point was 60 degrees Celsius. That will be your minimum. Either if it got below 40 degrees Celsius in the logs, it would or in the values, it would show the minimum was below that, and if maximum got above that, it would, so on and so forth.
Maximum checkbox checked. Average checkbox checked.
And then average, that's all. That's pretty much self-explanatory. It averages all the values into an average. When you started the program, it'll start averaging all those.
Current checkbox checked.
And then current, that's self-explanatory. That's the current value.
Celsius radio button checked.
You can either use Celsius or Fahrenheit for your temps. I use Celsius because that's what everyone uses for CPU temps, at least. Never seen anyone that uses Fahrenheit to monitor CPU temps.
Enable toggling hotkey checkbox not checked.
Enable toggling hotkey. I guess that's toggle some stuff.
Minimize graphs with sensors window checkbox checked.
Minimize graphs with sensors window. I don't know exactly what that does.
Text buttons checkbox not checked.
Text buttons. I don't know what that does.
Temperatures checkbox checked.
Temperatures. Let me show you temperatures.
Voltages checkbox checked.
Voltages.
Fans checkbox checked.
Fans.
Currents checkbox checked.
Currents, which we'll get into all that later.
Powers checkbox checked.
Powers.
Clocks checkbox checked.
Clocks. Like your CPU and GPU clocks, for example. Memory clocks.
Usages checkbox checked.
Usages. So CPU, GPU, memory usage, like all your resources being used.
Others checkbox checked.
Others. So that's stuff that's not in any specific category.
Accept negative temperatures for sub-zero cooling checkbox not checked.
Yeah, you don't need to check that box. That's in like some, I guess, I don't even know what case you would use that in. Unless you're cooling something, or unless you need something like really cool for like a, I don't know, computer somehow needed to be that cool. But I don't know in a case you would use that, so don't check that box. It's not useful.
Decimal separator, edit selected dot. Accept negative temperatures for sub-zero cooling checkbox not checked. Decimal separator, edit selected dot. Dot, blank, dot, blank.
So, this is your decimal separator, like you, for values that you could use.
Thousand separator, edit selected.
To show how many places it should, like places after the decimal it should place or be placed.
Edit selected 0. Set button. Change font button. CSV item separator, edit selected.
CSV item.
Cycles edit selected 100.
100. I guess that's cycles for logging.
Controller every edit selected 1. Row shading checkbox checked.
Row shading. I don't know what that is.
Profiling time checkbox not checked.
Profiling time.
Always on top checkbox not checked.
Always on top if you want stuff always on top.
Show all fans, including stop or not present checkbox checked.
Show all fans. So if you have multiple fans in your computer, you can do that and have it show fans that are not present or that are not running. So that's useful if you have multiple fans. But I still have this box checked, I guess.
Combo box default collapsed.
Default. I don't know.
Show tooltips checkbox checked.
Show tooltips.
Reset graphs button.
Reset graphs.
Main settings button.
Main settings. So you can go to the main settings.
Right direct to disk. No buffering checkbox not checked.
You can right direct to this.
Snap window edges checkbox checked.
Snap window.
Highlight changing values checkbox checked. OK button. Cancel tab control. General tab. Layout tab selected.
And then next is layout.
Layout property page hidden items list. System Lenovo ADSB monitoring yes 1 of 214. Virtual memory committed monitoring yes 2 of 214.
So, I didn't notice this. So you can or unhide items that you want to show up in the sensors thing. Let me see if I can find the fan, because I never saw like the fans when I first downloaded HWiNFO on this computer. So let me see if I can unhide.
Frame rate presented. Frame rate. Frame time monitoring. Frame rate present. Frame rate displayed. Monitoring yes. Frame time monitoring. GPU busy. List items. Net total DL monitoring yes 202 of 214. Net list item 2.
Where is it?
Write rate monitoring yes 108. Read rate. GT project monitoring GT limit reason IA turbo attend IA residency state regulation monitoring yes 136 of 2 IA DDR monitoring yes 130 IA thermal TRP monitor TRC monitor TRFC command rate list CPU numbers IA limit reasons monitoring yes CPU number 0 Intel IA project monitoring yes 100 IA thermal event monitoring yes 133 of 214
Thermal event.
IA DDR monitor IA PCS PC monitoring yes 130 IA residency state IA running average thermal IA VR thermal alert IA running average thermal limit monitoring yes 137 of 214
Running average thermal limit.
IA VR thermal alert monitoring yes 138 of 214 IA VR TDC monitoring yes 100 IA electrical design point slash IA package level IA package level RAPL slash PPM PL2 PL3 IA package level RAPL slash PP IA max turbo limit monitoring yes 143 IA turbo attenuation MC GT limit reasons monitor GT project GT RIN running average thermal limits RIN VR thermal alert monitoring yes 1 RIN VR RIN list item 100 s.m.a.r. drive temp drive warning monitor list drive WD read activity monitor write active total read write rate monitor read write list that remaining capacity charge level monitoring yes 1 wear level monitor list I present mod frame rate displayed frame GPU busy monitoring yes 109 monitoring checkbox checked list GPU busy monitoring list item 200 network real total up current DL rate current upgrade list item network total DL total up current DL rate current upgrade list item 200 Windows hardware errors with total errors monitor.
I don't see where the what you call it.
System Lenovo ADSB virtual physics page list CPU numbers core 1 vid monitoring core plus ring select core 0 T1 effective core 1 T average core usage core 0 T1 usage monitoring yes 20 core max totals core 0 T core list core 0 monitoring core distance core power limit exceeded core 0 core packet list CPU number 0 Intel pen CPU package monitoring yes 68 of CPU GT cores iGPU voltage IA volt GT IA GT total rest of chip power monitoring PL1 PL2 GP image GPU D current CPU number 0 Intel package C3 package C6 residency monitoring yes 104 of 204 package C core 0 core 1 T1 core C core 0 core C list of memory clock cause TR command rate list CPU IA limit reason IA project IA PCS PC IA DDR monitoring IA residency state regulate IA running average thermal limit monitoring yes 137 of 214 IA VR TDC monitoring yes 100
can't find
tab cancel but OK button
fan speed.
Tab control layout proper monitoring checkbox checked show checkbox checked
Show
list restore original order button
so you can
fixed order checkbox checked
show a so this has to do all with the layout of what you can show or what you want
restore
to
original order button
show in the sensors.
fixed order OK button
What is this restore order? This may fix the issue of
layout restore original order button press confirm dialog. Are you sure you want to restore the original item order? Yes button alt plus Y.
Restore it.
HWiNFO64 sensor settings dialog layout property page hidden items list IA VR TDC monitoring yes 130 monitoring checkbox checked show checkbox checked list Restore original order button. Fixed order checkbox checked. OK button. Tab control. Layout tabs. Cancel. OK button.
Alright.
HWiNFO64 v7.68-5300. Sensor status. Save and close button. List.
Wait.
List. List.
I
Save and
forgot.
close.
Was
Config
there
button.
another
Log start button. Config
tab?
button. HWiNFO64. General property page check on snap window edges checkbox checked. Highlight check. OK button. Cancel tab control. General tab select. Layout tab. Customize tab selected.
Customize.
Customize property page current multiply color list. Edit red only blank. Edit red only blank.
You can
OK button. Cancel button. Tab control. Customize.
multiply color or something.
Tray icon tab selected. Tray icon property page background. Show value type. Divide value by truncate 2 digits font list. Add all items to tray button. Remove all items from tray button. OK button. Cancel tab control. Tray OSD RTSS tab selected. OSD RTSS property page OSD status not running line column. Show value type align digits list. Enable hotkey for toggling checkbox not checked. OK button. Cancel tab control. OSD alerts tab selected.
And alerts.
Alerts property page HWiNFO alert log.txt list. OK button. Cancel tab control. Alerts tab.
You can create an alert log file for like thermal if like you have like thermal things going on or any
Logic LCD tab selected.
and
Cancel
those
button.
are
OK
all
button.
the tabs.
HWiNFO6 save and close button.
Save and quit.
Config button.
A config.
Log start button.
Log start. That's for if you want to start a log of all the sensor stats. Like if you're away from your computer and you still want to know like something, you can just start a log and every like 5 seconds or whatever it will log a value in your log.txt file or whatever, and then you can read that file when you get back to your computer.
Reset values button. List one list.
And then you can reset your values. What that does is, if you want to reset like your minimum, maximum, current, and average, you like don't want those to show anymore. Then you can just reset them.
System Lenovo ADSB 1 of 33.
So that's the name of the system.
Virtual memory committed current 4657 MB minimum 4600. Virtual memory committed current 4656 MB minimum 4006.
That's your virtual memory.
Virtual memory available current 4669 MB minimum 4006. Virtual memory load current 49.9% minimum 49.7% maximum 50.
That's your virtual memory load.
Physical memory used current 3978 MB minimum 3971 MB maximum 4046 MB average 4004 MB 5 of 30. Physical memory available current 4067 MB minimum 3999 MB maximum 4074 MB average 4004. Physical memory load current 49.4% minimum 49.3% maximum 50.2%. Page file usage current 11.2% minimum 9.4% maximum 11.2% average 10.3% 8 of 33.
This is your average usage for the page file.
List item 9 of 33. CPU number 0, Intel Pentium 4405 U10 of 33. 4 IDS current 0.917V minimum 0.898V maximum 0 4 clocks current 2093.8 MHz minimum 2092.8 MHz maximum 2096.4 MHz average 2094 plus clock current 99.8 MHz minimum 99.7 MHz maximum 99.8 MHz ring slash LLC clock current 2094.4 MHz minimum 2092.8 MHz maximum 2096. System agent clock current 798.0 MHz minimum 797.3 MHz maximum 798. 4 effective clocks current 679.5 MHz minimum 403.3 MHz maximum 1 average effective clock current 768.4 MHz minimum 5 core usage current 38.3% minimum 9.4% maximum 79 max CPU slash thread usage current 33.3% minimum 19.5% maximum 79.8% average 33.3% 19 of 30 total CPU usage current 26.2% minimum 17.8% maximum 74.6% average 27.4% 20 of 33
Alright.
total seek expand button.
I'm not going to go through all these because the video is already long enough. So I'll just go through some of the stuff. And to go through, like, to read all the stats, you just press your down arrow. And of course, if you're sighted, you can use a mouse or whatever. But if you're blind, then you tab to, go for the buttons and then press down arrow to go through stats or whatever you're trying to go through in this program.
Shrink button.
You can expand or shrink.
Network button.
Network. This is a network thing.
Remote center dialog IP address OK button. List. IP address edit part 1 blank. Enumerate network button. Server role. This computer is a listener and provides data to another machine. Checkbox not checked.
You can provide. You could be like you can make your computer like a server and it'll provide data to another computer.
List. OK button. List. OK button.
So
HWiNFO60 list.
now.
List. CPU number 0. Intel Pentium 4400.
Alright, let's do our CPU temps, and then I'm gonna wrap up the video.
List. Drive warning. Current. No minimum. No maximum. No 1 of 32.
That's your drive warning.
List item 2 of 32. Drive. WDC WD10 SPCX24 HW activity. Current. 0.0% minimum. 0.0% maximum. 16.8% average. 1.0% 4 of 32.
You should read activity. Let's just go for this.
Write activity. Current. 4.4% minimum. 0.0% maximum. 36.9% average. 4.4% 5 of 32. Write activity. Current. 0.5% minimum. Total activity. Current. 4.4% minimum. 0.2%.
It's going through a little bit of write activity.
Total activity. Read rate. Current. 0.081 MB/s minimum. 0.000 MB/s. Write rate. Current. 1.045 MB/s minimum. 0.000 MB/s maximum. Read total. Current. 26,608 MB minimum. Write total. Current. 22,660 MB minimum. 21,000. Write total. Current. 22,666 MB. Battery. LG Papa 02412. Battery voltage. Current. 13.029 V minimum. 13.010 V maximum. 13.0 remaining capacity. Current. 39.910 WH minimum. 38.580 WH maximum. 39.910 W remaining capacity. Current. 39.910 WH minimum. 38.580 WH maximum. 39.910 WH at charge rate. Current. 4.338 W minimum. 4.338 W maximum. 6.921 W average. 5.531 W 16 square level. Current. 22.7% minimum. List item 18 of 32. Present mod 19 of 32. Frame rate. Presented. Current. 58.1 FP.
Frame rate. I'm not going to go through all these.
Total up. Current. 8 MB minimum. List. 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 Save and conflict. But logs. Preset values. List 1. List total CPU usage. Current. 39. Shrink button. Network button. List. List. CPU number 0. Intel Pen. Package C2 residency. Package C3 residence. Package C. Package C. Package Core C. Core C3 residency. Current. 0.7. Core C7. List item 10 of 30. Memory timings 11 of 32. List item Core C. Package C. List. Core power limit exceeded. Current. No minimum. Package slash list item. CPU number 0. Intel Pentium. CPU package. Current. 50. CPU number 0.
This is a CPU package.
CPU package. Current. 51 degrees C. Minimum. 49 degrees C. Maximum. 59 degrees C. Average. 51 degrees C. 7 of 30. CPU package. Current. 52 degrees C. Minimum.
So this is that's your CPU temperature.
CPU IA cores. Current. 52 degrees C. Minimum. 49 degrees C. Maximum. 59 degrees. CPU GT cores. Graphics. Current. 48 degrees C. Minimum. 46 degrees C. Maximum. 52 degrees C. Average. 48 degrees C. 9 of iGPU vid. Current. 0.000 V. Minimum. Voltage offsets. Minimum. 0. CPU package power. Current. 5.662 W. Minimum.
That's your CPU.
IA cores power. Current. 3.572 W. GT cores power. Current. 0.818 W. Total RAM power. Current. 0.825. Total system power. Current. System agent power. Current. Rest of chip power. Current. 0.35. PL1 power limit. PL1 power limit. PL2 power limit. Stack PL2 power limit. GPU clock. Current. 299.2 MHz. Minimum. 99.7 MHz. Maximum. 648.7 MHz. Average. 372.7 imaging unit. IMU clock. Current. 400.0 MHz.
So yeah, that is hardware info. Again, I'm not going to go over every single thing because that would just be probably an 8-hour video. But what I am going to do before I close out the video is I'm going to show you how to I'm going to show you guys how to do the download thing. So let me actually close out a hardware info because I don't remember the exact one.
List package C7 package so C7 residency.
Close out
HWiNFO64 V7.68-5300 preview desktop MFN6PJ8 Ops 30.0.2 profile untitled scenes untitled window controls window stop recording checkbox checked start window search with level 1 HWiNFO secure desktop
User account control. Yes, but
HWiNFO64 dialog 8 settings button sensors only checkbox summary only check start button.
Alright, start.
Analyzing dialog examining system configuration. Examining system configuration. HWiNFO64 update dialog a new version of HWiNFO close button.
Let's just go to
Go to download site button. HWiNFO64 V7.68-5300 preview level 0 desktop MFN6PJ8 expanded 101 memory module type help balloon. Untitled Google Chrome. Toolbar view site information menu button secure. Address and search bar edit as autocomplete CTRL plus L selected winfo.com / bookmark this tab but free download HWiNFO software installer and portable for Windows. Dust document. Banner landmark. Navigation landmark. Banner.
Alright. So you're on the free download hardware info installer for Windows and DOS.
Navigation landmark list with 8 items link about software.
And what you want to do is, of course, it shows all these links about the software.
Link licensing. Link version builder. Link add-ons. Link SDK.
You can download add-ons, of course, to extend the functionality.
Link forum.
You can go to the forum.
Visited link current page download. Link Facebook.
And then current page download and then Facebook.
Out of list heading level 1 download HWiNFO. Start to analyze your hardware right now. Heading level 2 installer. Heading level 2 for Windows 32/64-bit. Version 7.72. Link graphic landsweeper.
So if you want to download this installer.
Free download. List with 4 items. Link source forge. Fast CDN.
I'm not going to click on any of these links right now, but it'll say, because it'll actually start downloading another version of it'll start downloading the file, and I've already downloaded the file.
Out of list free download.
So it'll say, it's not a heading, but it'll say it, if you arrow, it'll say free download. And then it'll give you 4 options.
List with 4 items, link SourceForge, fast CDN.
SourceForge, fast CTN.
Link local, U.S.
Local US.
Link SAC FTP, SK.
You can download a SAC FTP, I guess.
Link old versions, archive.
And then the last one is older versions. You can go download older versions.
Out of list combined installer for automatic installation of HWiNFO32 or HWiNFO64 depending on system type, 32 or 64-bit. HWiNFO32 is freeware dot. HWiNFO heading level 2 for Windows, 32/64-bit.
It's the same thing for the zip file, if you want to download the zip version. So I'm going to exit out of this.
HWiNFO64 v7.68-53 Ops 30.0.2 profile untitled scenes untitled window controls window stop recording checkbox checked.
So, yeah, that is hardware info. That is pretty much everything about hardware info that I've showed you so far, or that I've showed you. I haven't really downloaded like a bunch of like extensions yet, because I don't even use this that much. I just like use it to monitor like CPU temps, like I said. But yeah, that is pretty much everything about hardware info. So, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, give the video a like, leave a comment, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Bye.